This is Harlech, which provides your independent television programs, broadcasting on the transmitters of the Independent Television Authority.
But now it's time to welcome our younger viewers to HTV programmes. In a few moments we'll be bringing you another adventure with Noddy, followed at 12:10 this afternoon by more fun when we meet Geoffrey, Bungle and Zippy in Rainbow. In today's programme, Peter Egan will be telling us a special story, Fang the Fiery Dragon. That's Rainbow at 12:10. But now we meet the little bloke with the bell on his hat, Noddy.
And this is HTV West News Time at the studios of IT. Time now for the national news at the studios of ITN in London.
Comedy on HTV. Watch this space.
Now the 12th James Bond epic starring Roger Moore as 007 in For Your Eyes Only.
Now, a brand new series of Through the Keyhole.
Good evening, you're watching HTV.
His life on the line for a beautiful woman now on HTV in Baywatch.
Now on HTV, festivities in Aidensfield with Heartbeat. Equinox is next on 4. On HTV now we step back to the 60s for the last in the present series of Heartbeat. Now on HTV it's Bayleaf's last day with Blue Watch. London's burning. Now on HTV, our film, a remake of the classic, The Jazz Singer.
You're watching HTV. Feel the beat here on HTV.
Beatles back now on HTV for some Easter home video fun. You've been framed.
Our Friday afternoon continues now on HTV with the world's greatest magic.
Students have revenge in mind now on HTV and Campus Cops.
Brookside is just starting on Channel 4. On HTV now, comedy, Holding the Baby.
First on HTV, film comedy, Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd star in Spies Like Us. Now on HTV, Robbie Coltrane stars in the dramatisation of Robert Louis Stevenson's classic, The Ebb Tide. HTV, your channel for 30 years. Christmas Eve film comedy now here on HTV with Sister Act 2. They're back in the habit.
In half an hour, Chris Tarrant is determined to create a millionaire. On HTV now, Ian, another chance? I don't think so.
Our film Confidential can now be seen at 1:55. But now on HTV, half an hour later than billed, our film The Comrades of Summer, which contains strong language.
Wish You Were Here has worldwide holiday destination ideas for you in half an hour. It's now 6:30. This is HTV. We've Grand Prix highlights for you on HTV now on the day when the streets of Monaco were roaring with the sound of Formula One engines.
In an hour, the A&E team are pushed to the limit, and that's just what's happening to the castaways now on HTV. Who can the survivors trust?
Starting over on ITV2 now, Sheena. You're on HTV, today's top stories of the day in the ITV Weekend News.
You're watching HTV on Wednesday the 31st of May. Good morning. Trisha opens today's viewing with the topic, You're a Mum, Not a Pop Star. First on HTV, a look ahead to later tonight. You're watching HTV on Thursday the 8th of June. Good morning. We've a variety of entertainment today, starting with Trisha. Her topic is I Want My Old Wife Back. First though on HTV, a look ahead to later tonight. Tomorrow night at 9, Richard and Judy host the British Soap Awards. But back to this evening here on HTV, and I suggest you stock up on the tissues for tonight's episode at Larkhall as we join the Bad Girls.
Tomorrow at 6:15 here on HTV, it's pantomime time, but now on HTV it's Christmas shopping time with Attitude, so use turbo power.
You're watching HTV at 6 o'clock. Reporting for the West, from the West. HTV News.
The European Grand Prix highlights are starting over on ITV2 now. Here on HTV, we're off to Weatherfield for Coronation Street, and Sarah Louise becomes hooked on chat rooms. Now some makeover magic.
Our real-life documentary, One Man, 6 Wives and 29 Children's in half an hour after the news.
Very chilly on ITV2 now. Northern exposure. Here on HTV, Paddy and Emily try to defrost.
This is HTV, ITV1 in Wales. Good morning and welcome. Time now for the Premiership.
ITV1 in Wales, good evening. You're watching HTV. At 11:35 tonight, Jim Carrey stars as a zany private detective in our late-night film Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Now, though, on HTV, action all the way, as James Bond is assigned to another mission in A View to a Kill.
Plenty of action to come here on HTV at 11:15, Batman Forever. And later at 1:30, another adventure film, Gunmen. Now, a touch of frost. At 9 o'clock tonight, D.I. Jack Frost tackles a double murder investigation. First, plenty of laughs in the Brian Conley Show. Later at 11:30, take your seats at St David's Hall for musical choices. Now tonight with Trevor MacDonald.
Desamel chat to comedian Tim Vine and Norman Pace tomorrow afternoon. That's at 1. Now on HTV, we take to the Welsh countryside. Hugh James goes to the Brecon Beacons on his travels in Grassroots.
In half an hour, the truth behind the glossy brochures in Package Holiday 2002.
You're watching HTV, a part of ITV1. Good evening. It's 6:30.
Over on ITV2 now, another chance to see tonight's episode of Coronation Street. Here on HTV, The Children from The Sound of Music.
At 9:30 tonight, Jack investigates the death of a police informer in A Touch of Frost. Now on HTV, Les resorts to desperate measures, and things go from bad to worse for Eileen as we join the festive activities in Coronation Street.
New Year's Eve ends in tears and desperate deeds in Coronation Street.
Dolly Parton is one of tonight's guests on the Frank Skinner Show at 10:50. Now on HTV we go on the dark side in our movie premiere starring Harrison Ford, The Empire Strikes Back, Special Edition.
You're watching HTV, ITV1 in Wales. Now, ultimate questions.
In 30 minutes with us here on ITV1 Wales, Matthew Kelly hosts Hotel Getaway. Now though, look out, because Barry Welsh is coming. 1 o'clock Wednesday night, 10 remaining female contestants are reduced to 8 as we continue with Mr. Right. Now on ITV1 Wales, a tense thriller, The Safe House. This programme contains from the outset scenes that some viewers may find disturbing. Now on ITV1 Wales, the one and only Tom Jones joins Fernand Phillip for This Morning.
This is ITV1. Today's national and international news here in 30 minutes. But first, the region's latest. The time is 6 o'clock.
Our late movie at 11 o'clock tonight stars Sean Penn up at the Villa. Now on ITV1 Wales, there's a rumble in the jungle, as it's the final of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, which could contain some strong language. Youngsters from 16 nations compete in the grand final of the first ever Junior Eurovision Song Contest live from Copenhagen. That's at 7. Now on ITV1 Wales, it's Pop Idol.
Hayley Mills joins Arden Haynes Davis tomorrow at 2:30 for a chat about her prized possessions, while auctioneer Ryan Beach finds some hidden treasures in Milford Haven. Now on ITV1 Wales, from gramophones to plasma screens, life's tidy. Star Wars The Phantom Menace is our film today at 4. Good afternoon, you're watching ITV1 Wales on Christmas Eve. It's time for the news.
We've a change to tonight's programmes, which means Barely Serious starts at the later time of midnight. But now on ITV1, skipping winter and heading straight for early spring, which suits me fine. Here's Johnny Kingdom.
This is ITV1. Now a whole century of change, all in one little village. It's another particular parish.
Hell's Kitchen on Sunday is a new celebrity challenge series headed by chef extraordinaire Gordon Ramsay. That's tomorrow at 9 o'clock on ITV1 Wales. Now some comic clips.
Now on ITV1 Wales, a two-part documentary. Jonathan Dimbleby takes a critical look at the Anglo-US War on Terror as he questions the Bush-Blair approach. It's the new World War.
Charlie's got some explaining to do in half an hour, here on ITV1 Wales.
Well, the lonely Eric Pollard is forced to call on Val for help. Is this the start of a beautiful friendship? It's Emmerdale coming up in 15 minutes. First on ITV1 Wales on this Christmas Eve, the latest news.
Soulful Steve or the operatic G4, who are you going to vote for? One thing's for certain, don't miss the X Factor final tomorrow at 6:30 here on ITV1 Wales. Now it's a treacherous path Shelley treads as we visit Coronation Street. Enjoy a musical extravaganza with Donny Osmond at 10. That's Christmas Mania on ITV1 Wales. First, the battle's on for the X Factor crown. Who's it going to be, Steve or G4? Rosemary and Thyme is just starting over on ITV3 now. Here on One Wales, we have a change to our advertised programme. We take a look at the tidal wave disaster, Tsunami, an ITV News special.
Now on ITV1 Wales, Coronation Street will never be the same again. Murder is about to strike the cobbled street again as Katie Harris delivers a fatal blow. Get close to the action as we bring you the annual boat race here on ITV1 Wales, Easter Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Now though, it's one of our dinosaurs is missing.
Holidays and romance go hand in hand. Well, that's what our celebs are hoping for. Celebrity Love Island starts Monday at 9. It's also countdown to the Big Fight Live. Khan versus Kinderland tonight, 9:30.
Now on ITV1 Wales, the waiting's over. 12 single sexy celebs are looking for love. And you're in control as you get the chance to play matchmaker in Celebrity Love Island. Now on ITV1 Wales, Ali G gets elected to Parliament thanks to a scheming politician. We've comedy for you now in our movie Ali G in the House, and this film does contain some strong language.
Now on ITV1 Wales, another chance to win yourself some cash as we go interactive and join Quizmania. The animals are a little bit more ferocious in 25 minutes here on ITV1 Wales in the Crocodile Hunter Diaries. First though, we're looking for a new animated superhero. With half-term upon us, you might be looking for something to do. Well, how about saving the world from alien invasion? CITV cracks the new movie Chicken Little at 3:35 here on ITV1 Wales. Well, dig out your flares and your glad rags. We're having a party in an hour here on ITV1 Wales with Disco Mania. First, we're off to Australia Zoo with Steve Owen and the team. It's the ultimate test of strength and endurance. Being the best is hard work. Get your adrenaline pumping with the boat race next Sunday here on ITV1.
New drama 11th Hour tomorrow at 9 here on ITV1. We're now with strong language. It's Ocean's 11.
Five skaters remain and they're all desperate to stay. ITV1 is live for Dancing on Ice tomorrow from 7:10 with the skate off at 9:10.
A secret agent with ideas above his station. It's the movie premiere of Johnny English next Wednesday night. But now here on ITV1, raising their game. It's back to Ocean's 11 with strong language.
Well, very exotic animals require very exotic vets, and they're coming up here on ITV Wales at 11:35. Right now, though, it's time to get up to speed with what's going on in Parliament with the Sharp End.
Now on ITV1 here in Wales, the weather is closing in, and that spells big problems for the lifeboat's crew in Mayday, Mayday.